Imagine you have found the perfect bike helmet to buy online. Lightweight, durable, and stylish. But there is a problem. It cannot be sold in your country. Not because it's unsafe, it has already been certified safe in its country of origin. The issue? It hasn't passed your local safety tests. In other words, the certification from the country of origin does not count. The helmet must be tested again by a different lab under a different certification system, even though the safety requirements may be the same. Of course, the goal is still to protect cyclists, but repeated testing adds time, cost, and complexity without necessarily making the products any safer. Governments set technical requirements for a variety of legitimate reasons: to protect consumers, ensure safety, or provide reliable information. The challenge is that producers trying to sell the same product in multiple markets often must adapt to different rules, testing methods, or certification systems. For producers and exporters, these differences can be costly and time-consuming, and for smaller businesses, these barriers can keep their products out of markets altogether. Think about a simple wooden toy for children. One country limits the type of paint that can be used, another specifies how big the detachable parts can be, and a third requires warning symbols permanently marked on the toy itself. Each rule aims to protect children's safety. That's essential. But when these technical regulations differ across markets, manufacturers may need to redesign the same toy multiple times, changing materials, sizes, or markings, even when the toy already meets high safety standards. This is where the WTO's Agreement on Technical Barriers to Trade, known as the TBT agreement, plays a key role. It helps ensure that technical regulations, standards, and conformity assessment procedures, such as testing and certification, achieve their goals without becoming too burdensome. Since its entry into force in 1995, the WTO's TBT agreement has helped economies manage differences in technical requirements and testing procedures. It covers all products and is built around a few core principles that can help governments regulate more effectively. Non-discrimination. The same rules should apply to domestic and imported products and to all trading partners. Necessity. Technical requirements should be no more trade restrictive than necessary to achieve legitimate objectives such as safety, health, or environmental protection. Harmonization. WTO members are strongly encouraged to use international standards so that safe products don't need to be redesigned for every market. And lastly, transparency. Governments should notify when they are planning new technical regulations, giving others time to provide feedback or ask questions. Since 1995, over 55,000 TBT notifications have been shared through the WTO, making technical regulations more transparent and predictable. They are all accessible on the WTO's EPING platform. For over 30 years, the TBT Committee has kept the TBT agreement dynamic. Let me explain. The TBT Committee is where WTO members share experiences, develop practical guidance, and improve transparency tools that make technical regulations accessible to all. It is also where they can raise specific trade concerns, discuss problems early on, and work towards solutions. The TBT agreement is about getting the balance right. Regulations that keep us safe and informed without becoming too burdensome. Is there a trade term you've always wanted explained in simple terms? Drop your question in the comments. We are here to break it down. Let's make trade clearer, fairer, and easier to understand.